Hello. Oh, that's a bit over the top. Hello. I may have been telling a few porkies. So this is the what would you call it? The midsection of Starbug. Got some guns over there. Can't pick them up. A bit of computer, a bit loud for my liking. But as we go into the cockpit, that's the if you can see outside, the domes. They're not powered, so they're making a nice sound effect. It sounds quite good. If you walk out the door, turn off, walk back in again, turn back on again. That screen is the only thing that pops in. This little bit down here, that screen, nice, quite. It's a bit stuttery. Even there, it's not very good for my eyes. I've got a power off switch here. Power off all the cockpit lights. Back on again. I did have a nice toggle switch underneath the floor here, but it was very much laggy then, so I had to turn it off. Some lighting, like just to light up some of the back here. It's a bit dark. This stays on. This stays red, which I like. It isn't powered, so it's okay. We go into the little kitchen area here. Got me nutrient processors going. Anyone want a drink? This is where Cat turns into Dwayne Dibley and he pops up over here. So I've got. Let me go into. Push the button properly. Into the sleeping quarters through here. The lights turn on as you get there. You see the lights. These are possibly the reason why it's so choppy. It's particularly choppy today. It's alright some days. Here's my little shower room. That looks like a shower thing to me. There's my little panel for hot, cold, economical. Don't ever use economical. There's my hot and cold. Got a little shelf for me toiletries. That's a sink. It's not very deep, but it does the job. Got some, these are weird. They just phase out when you go away. Watch. Alright then, there you go. Technology these days. You can sit down obviously on the chairs. Got my extractor fans there next to my bed because it's going to get too hot some days, won't it? Especially when the heating's not working. Go down into it. Got myself a little industrial section. Some boxes about. There's a closed door. There's some annoying sounding things. I did have some like hydroponic stuff here, but I took it out because of reasons. We've got our little science deck bit. Health. Getting any procedures you need there. Got hazard protection there in case I get irradiated on a dead planet. There's my little thing. There's the port. That's where you're coming from when you come into the game. This is actually uploadable, just in case you want to know. So it's quite choppy at the moment. It's not terrible, and there's nothing popping in or out. But so you can come outside now. It's a bit better outside because your eyes aren't falling out your head. Open the door. You've got yourself a lock. So that one locks. That one opens. Come outside. There's my save point from earlier. I go into photo mode. There's the address. See that? I put it at the end, I think, when I've edited it together, just in case I don't. There we go. Thankfully, we've got a better camera thing now. Just put the sun over here. It's quite choppy on my eyes today. It's not terrible. There's nothing that pops in that's gone. The textures have gone funny. It's just a bit. Although I have been awake for quite a few hours doing this over the last month, so it might be my eyes have been ruined by the Sleep deprivation, I don't know. There's my ship down there. I have to move that for the cinematic at the beginning, so that won't be there later. So I've got my little legs. These panels, I've used them practically everywhere. These round bits, practically everywhere. Anything that was round, I used it. I've got... Here's a reason why performance isn't as good. If I took out the electronics, it would be perfect. But I've got two domes there. They go up to the top. I've got 3 there, so I've got 4 there. What's that? 10, because there's 2 on the other side. I've got 10 domes. 2 there. 2 of the no, 4 actually. Sorry, 4 cylindrical rooms. 5 cylindrical rooms. Sorry. There's more there, and then there's another dome there. There's domes everywhere. So this is the back. That's just the bottom of a cylindrical room. You can't in the actual Red Dwarf. Sorry. Well, in Red Dwarf, but the actual Starbug, that sort of is a recess it goes in, but you can't do that in this. So I had to poke it out a bit. But those are kind of similar to what is there. That's the little antenna. I think it's an antenna. Got my feet there. No, you can't go inside these because you wouldn't be able. You get to there and you wouldn't be able to go any further. You can open it up and go inside, but there's no point really. You can see through actually. If you ever want to go inside for no reason. We've got got bigger feet on the back than the front. I've glitched some spheres in there to make it nice and roundy. Oh, I never noticed that before. That's quite nice. Little ring around there. It's never dark. I've always got the lights on this side. And the cockpit. We go up to the cockpit. I've banjo glitched every pane of glass in at the right angle. Or as good as you can get. It's not the curve of the windows aren't exactly the circle I want, but they're good enough. I can see through the window anyway. How good is it actually? Because earlier when I was testing it, it was very funny when you look through this glass here. Oh, that's good. You get some days where it's a bit off. I've used those there, the circle things. Anything that was circle I use basically because it is circle. The domes, I think that was the moment where I knew this would work when I put these domes in underneath. I can go underneath, but you won't. I've deleted everything inside now, so you can't see how I've fixed them in. But the second I put this one in, it's pretty much flush to the top of that. It's not exact, but did a few glitching with a few triangles to get the little fins on top. Did some. Originally, I had the solar panels up here to power everything, but when I put the electronics inside, it got really glitchy. So I put them down there. Look, don't look. If you go down, there's a what do you call it? A combos down there saying hello because I made a mistake with combos, but won't go into that. And they're the pools from the aqua thing. Nice little jets. I was going to put these, loads of those, but it just looks like you've put loads of those, and there's all round dots everywhere, so I left it. That, if you look at the back of Starbug, they're pretty much similar to how it goes. There's the round things again, just painted black. These are the supply depot things. Just put at funny angles. They're glitched together using the new tier 2. Make a bigger one. There's just 2 of them put on end. There's some. The gap here is because there were solar panels. I'm not going to leave it like that because it's all right. I don't want to put anything else in, otherwise it explode. And that's pretty much it. Old Starbug. That's where I'm standing. If you see at the beginning, I'm standing there. I'll delete that when I've finished. I've pretty much got the lettering right. I might change that actually, saying that. If that changes, if that line goes down the middle, that's what I've done. Yeah, the B was terrible. You can't get a B, but it looks sort of like a B, doesn't it? I changed the U so many times I went back to the first one. But yeah. There we go. All the sun's in the right place. the sun, if you notice, at the beginning of the video, is going to be there. Because, if I get it in the right place, there's the engine, there's the midsection, and there's the cockpit. I didn't mean for that, it just happened. There you go. God, that's really like slow there, trying to come out of here. But I've never had a crash, I've never had anything go wrong, particularly. There you go. This is, by the way, I'll just get the information in. This is a base PlayStation 4 in creative. I'll put that in the description just so people know. This is me panning. It's not a very smooth pan. There we go. Looks quite nice there. That's everything in one place. Yeah, in creative, a base PlayStation 4, a PlayStation 4. If you've got a Pro, I'm interested to know what it looks like on a Pro because this is the base. If it's smoothed out a bit, it's probably quite good. Yeah, but the insides are what made this a bit choppy. I wasn't ever going to do the inside, but then it actually worked out quite nicely when I deleted all the scaffolding inside. I had loads of pieces left, so I don't know how many pieces I've left, but I won't put anything else in now. It's pretty much at the limit that I want it to. If I was to take screenshots of it, I could probably put just no one came in, I just took screenshots. I could do quite a bit more inside, but I don't want to ruin people's PlayStations or their eyes. So, quite happy with that cockpit. Nice little ring of lights. I haven't shown that actually. In the cockpit. But beware, do not stand here and turn that open, toggle the power, because you will get stuck in between these two doors. And I'm not deleting that door because it'll delete that door. I'm not going to put it back in again. It could take ages. Just stand. Don't stand in the middle of there. Oh. Got a nice little ring of lights up here. That noise is the two domes outside trying to activate. They've got no power. Got a nice little glitched into the thing. You can see this is the construction of the sphere. I've just kept the ring. There's a ring underneath it. If you just look very closely, it's quite hard to see. I've put that, and once again I've used that, and I've covered. You can just see it there. Just cover the inside ring because that didn't have any blocks in it. I think it's quite nice. All this stuff is under there. I'm not going to show you all the workings, but you can find them. There's a secret door to get inside. I'm not going to go through that. In fact, what I will show you before I go and to anyone who's not from the No Man's Sky community, I'll tell you now. These are the panels that I've don't worry, I can go back again. You can tell these are the ones I've left. So I can glitch it back again. But I can reload them. Right, this is the inside basically. I'm going to go into camera mode again. Trying to get the light to come through here. So basically we started with a single circle in the middle of here. I don't know where the level bit is. It's that in it. That's the level bit. One circle, 32-sided circle, just with different angles going over every single side. That's how you get this circle. I might do a video later to explain how exactly it's done, but it's not that easy to explain right now. But that's how big. This is how much space I've got underneath. I've got quite a lot of space. I go, where is it? Under here? No, not under here. It's up, down somewhere. So, where is it? Up here? And down here? Oh, I haven't put the roof back on. I might actually do that later. You can't see it because of the lights, but I need to close that gap. I don't know why I haven't. Thought I had. There you go, there's a gap under here as well. There's all the inner workings in here. The different switches. And well, that is the tour. It won't be, well, by the time I've done this video, I assume I've uploaded it, but if it hasn't been uploaded, wait a bit, because it should be today I'll do it. Don't save, that's what I've been saying all day. Later when I do this video, I'm going to delete the whole inside just so I can get a smooth movement outside. I don't want to walk out here and go, oh, let's save it, like an idiot. Go back indoors again. And sit down. The address should come up about now, I reckon. If I remember. I should remember, I've just told myself to do it. What else did I have to say? Oh, thank yous to people. Thank you to anybody, basically, who's pushed me to do this, because it's taken me literally 7 months. It's been the 25th today since this happened. I know these will be 64, aren't they? They haven't extended out yet enough. Oh god, there's a flash there.
Jesus Christ!
The day the lightning strike happened outside my house, that's when I was building this for the first time. That was the 25th of July. It's now the 25th of February. I think that's 7 months, if my maths are right. And especially thank you to one person who I'm trying to annoy by lying to him, and he knows who he is. So hopefully K-Dog is very happy with this build, as I am. And I think that's the end. I've got to go on to do my other builds now, which I wasn't building because I was doing this. I lied about that too, so I've got to finish the other one, but that's simple, I promise. Anyway, bye bye for now. See ya. Like, subscribe, share, and all that jazz. I haven't got jazz hands. Why can't I have jazz hands? That'll do. Bye bye.